Butch talked about kind of calling your own game, doing those things. How exciting is that for you heading into year 3 to have that trust and to be able to have that on your shoulder?
No, it's huge. Just the trust that we as catchers know that these coaches have put into us, and the trust off the field of game planning and figuring out these guys. And this weekend it's Holy Cross, and then on Tuesday it's Troy, so quick turnaround there. And just, it makes you grow up, and it makes you not be a guy who just catches pitches. It makes you affect the game more and more, and I think it grows your relationship with the pitching staff as well.
I kind of a three-pronged question for you, but just the 3 starters this weekend, Kate Fisher, Sammy Dutton, and Chad. Like, what have you seen out of them in the offseason and going up against them? Just what sticks out about those guys?
Yeah, I think Kate, man, electric fastball, funky and electric. Sammy Dutton, command guy. Man, can he place baseballs? And then Chad, it's stuff, and it's coming at you, and it's high intensity stuff. And he's got X factor pitches, and all of them do, and that's what I think all 3 are getting the nod. Bill?
Both of you guys, as captains, talk about just how you used last year to motivate yourself and your teammates for this year.
Yeah, I don't think it was very hard for the motivation part last year. I think for me, Ike, Cooper, and Derek and Ben, it was a lot of learning for us. We really hadn't been in a leadership position since we'd been here, but kind of just basically what went on in the locker room and on the field, off the field, just kind of building off some of those things and how can we respond and be better in that sense was a big part of what our philosophy was in team building this offseason.
Yeah, I think for us it was probably one of the first times in our lives that we actually lost at something, and it grew character. I mean, Parker went to Omaha and then went to a regional, and then last year was the only year that he had not been successful here, and so it was taking a step back and just figuring out, man, what do we got to do to get back to those places that we were once at.
Brian?
Parker, just overall, how do you feel about the depth of this pitching staff? A bunch of newcomers, transfers, and freshmen.
Yeah, it's exciting. We 20 new guys on a team and however many new pitchers we have, but it seems like everybody's bought into what we're trying to do as a staff. And Butch from day one has said we're going to throw as many strikes as possible, and I think we've seen some fruits of that labor even in the off season. So hopefully it bleeds into the season. But yeah, definitely some motivation and just building off of what we accomplished last year.
And Ike, I know you had some options after the season last year. You elected to come back. What does it mean to you to see the staff go out and bring in 21 newcomers and impact you expect from those guys?
Yeah, I mean, this is Auburn is home, and our coaching staff does an amazing job. And they brought in a lot of talent, but they brought in the right dudes, and that was key for us. Is, man, they would tell me they're talking to travel ball coaches from 3 years ago, high school coaches, and all these guys just to find the right dudes. And sure, we probably could have gotten more talented guys, but for us, that wasn't what it was about. It's about having the right group of guys to come together as one team and not just individual talents.
Jason? Yes, for both guys, when you look at the ballpark now, how exciting is it to see the buy-in that has been done for Auburn baseball, something you guys thought and were told when you signed and when you came here, to see it come to fruition now for this season? How exciting is it?
Yeah, it's awesome. It feels like a big league ballpark. It really does. Everywhere in the SEC kind of feels like that. But it's like you see how much the coaching staff and all of our staff in general put into our program, and to see where they want to take it, and the fans. It's going to be really cool seeing some people in those seats that they've been building off all. So I mean, I couldn't be more excited to see some people there.
Yeah, I think, man, it doesn't feel real. These renovations are just, a glimpse of where this program's going, and I think it's a good time right now to see these renovations come.
Good. All right. Thank you, guys.